Welcome to Bria Yoga. I am your yoga teacher, Bria, and if you have a sore back, you are in the right place because today we are going to be doing yoga for back pain relief. So, meet me in Sukhasana and let's get started. And bring your hands to your knees. Raise your shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. Take longer, slower, and deeper inhales and exhales through your nose if that's available for you today. Imagine grounding into the earth from the base of your spine, like tree roots, rooting down into earth. A long line along your spine, and the crown of your head is reaching up to the sky, connecting you to the universe. And with your hands on your knees, we're going to take some circles on our spine. So on either end, we're going to be kind of like cat-cow, seated cat-cow. So you'll be arching your back, looking up, and rounding your back with your chin into your chest. And you can do it back and forth like that if that feels better for you. Or you can take big circles all the way around, but meeting that cat and cow motion on either end. So when you get to the front, you're opening your chest, looking up, arching your back, and then you can move all the way to the left, all the way behind at the very back. You're rounding your back, bringing your chin into your chest, maybe even rocking up off your mat a little bit and coming all the way to the right as far as you can. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just listening to your body. Maybe you want to pause in some spots that feel good and really get a nice stretch, warming up our spine. So we're going one way at our own pace. Remembering to breathe as we do this. Still taking those nice, deep, long, slow breaths. We're rolling one way if you're taking the circles, and then we're going to switch directions and go the other way. And we're going to reach our arms up to the sky and release our fingers, and using your ribs, turn all the way to the right. Once you can't turn anymore, you're going to bring your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you. With each inhale, sit up taller, more length in your spine, and on each exhale, try to twist a little more. You can turn and look behind you if that is okay with your neck. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift your arms up to the sky and release your fingers and do the same stretch towards the other side. And then raise your arms back up to the sky and bring your hands to your knees. We're going to keep this straighten our left leg, keep our right leg bent. Your foot is going to rest on your inner thigh, and you're going to turn your hips towards that left foot. So flexing that foot, inhale your arms up, keeping your spine nice and long and folding forward. Think about bringing your stomach to your thigh and keeping your spine long. I would rather you bend your knee than bend your spine, but it's even better if you don't bend at all, and you just stay where you're at today. And then come on up, and we're gonna switch and do the same thing on the other side. Flexing that foot, reach your arms up, keeping your spine long, and folding forward. And we're gonna bring both of our legs out straight. Inhale your arms up, making an L shape with your body. And if we fold forward with a nice long spine and straight legs, we're gonna get a nice calf stretch. But today, we wanna stretch out our lower back. So in this forward fold, we're gonna bend our knees, still keeping our spine long so our spine isn't bending. And we're going to fold forward, and it's going to stretch out your lower back, or you may feel a stretch in your lower back. That's what I feel, and a lot of people feel that all of our bodies are different, so can't expect a stretch to feel the same for any two people. And then come on out of it. And we're gonna come into table pose. Take a few cat-cows here. On your inhale, you're gonna look up, arch your back, and exhale, round your back, bring your chin into your chest. And keep moving through cat-cow at your own pace. Just gonna spend a moment here. And then come back to table. Inhale and reach your right hand all the way up to the sky, opening up your chest, keeping your hips where they were. And then exhale, thread your arm underneath your left arm, coming onto your right shoulder. You can stay right here, but if you want to go a bit deeper, go ahead and straighten that left leg. And you can stay here, but if you want to go even deeper, bring your left hand off the ground and wrap it around your back, touching the top of your right thigh. Taking one more deep breath here. And before you meet me back in table, we're going to reach our right hand all the way back up to the sky one more time. And place it down. And then immediately we're going to do it on the other side. So taking that same stretch we just did the other way. And then before we come back to the table, reaching your left hand all the way up to the sky and placing it down. We're going to keep our hips where they are and slide your hands forward, either coming down onto your forehead or on your chin into puppy pose. Take a few deep breaths here. When you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. In your next inhale, step your right foot in between your hands, line up heel to heel. Your back toes are pointed towards the front left corner of your mat. And stand up into warrior one, so your front knee is bent over your front ankle. Take a deep breath here and then come back into down dog. And then we're going to step our left foot forward into warrior one on the other side. And then back to down dog. Step your right foot in between your hands, lining up your heel with the arch of your back foot. That back foot is now parallel to the back of your mat. Bending your knee above your ankle and opening up into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Straighten that front leg. Keep weight in your back leg, pressing evenly into both feet. Then reach your front hand forward, coming into triangle pose. And then come back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your toes in towards each other. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Look up and get some length in your spine. And fold forward again. And then inhale all the way up. And come into warrior two on the other side. Inhale and reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. And then reach forward until you can't reach forward anymore. Coming into triangle pose. And come back to warrior two. Straighten your leg. Point your big toes in towards each other. Inhale your arms up to the sky and fold forward. Look up and get some length on your spine. Then we're going to bring our left hand in between our feet. And you can play with the placement. I like to put mine a little bit ahead of where my feet are. And then open up your right arm up to the sky. Making sure to keep your hips aligned back here so your hips aren't moving. You want them to be in line with each other. You're opening your shoulders here, reaching to the sky. If you want to go a bit deeper here, you can take your left hand and bring it towards your right ankle. So keeping your hips in line. And then come back, both hands down. Then you're going to replace your left hand with your right hand. Open up with your left hand. If you want to go a bit deeper, go ahead and reach for that left ankle. And then come back down. Inhale, get some length in your spine. And then reach your arms all the way up. Then we're going to turn our feet outward so our toes are pointed towards either side of the mat. Our heels are pointed towards each other. Woo. I make into goddess. You bring your hands to your thighs. Get your spine nice and long. We're going to do a little twist. So you want to turn towards the left. Come up and turn towards the right. And then from here, you can heel toe your feet in a little bit and come into Malasana squat. So your bum is off the ground. Your toes and your knees point in the same direction. Bring your hands together at heart center. Deep breath. You can stay right here if you want to, or go ahead and we're going to take a bind on both sides. So bring your right arm around your leg and reach behind you, clasping your hands behind your back. If you can't reach, you can totally grab onto your shirt or use a yoga strap or anything else you have to grab onto with either hand. You can be holding your hands together. Come back through center and take that bind on the other side. And then come back to center. We're gonna sit down on our bums. We're gonna make our way into child's pose. Take some long, deep breaths here. And then shift your hips a little bit to the right and reach towards the left. Breathing deep here. And come back to center. And shift your hips off to the left and reach towards the right. Come back through center. Now we're going to make our way onto our back. Lying all the way down. Inhale your right leg all the way up to the sky. Grab behind your thigh. Flex both your feet. Straighten your legs and pull your foot towards you. Your leg, I mean. And then bring your left hand to your left thigh, your left hip. Oh my goodness. Just placing it there to keep it from popping off the ground as you drop your right leg off to the right side and look over your left. And bring that foot back up towards the sky. Pull it in one more time. Well, not one more time. We're going to do it again. But another time. And then you're going to bring your right arm out flat. If you don't have enough room to reach like in a T, you can always just bend that arm. But if you have the room, go ahead and take the room. And then we're going to drop our right leg over to our left. Looking over towards your right. And then back up to center. And this is our one more time that we're going to pull that leg in towards us. And drop it down. Now your right leg is going to be a little bit taller than your left leg, so be sure to even it out and pull that left leg up. Grab behind the thigh, pull it in. Then you're going to bring your right hand onto your right hip and drop your left leg off to the left side, looking over your right. It's not about how you look in yoga or the shapes that you're making, it's about how you feel. My kid, this whole practice has been creating more aesthetically pleasing shapes at the expense of my alignment and the health of my body. For example, if I wanted to, I could drop my leg all the way down, but notice how my hip pops up. So over time, repeatedly doing poses incorrectly is going to cause more harm than good in your body. Better to listen to how your body feels and pay attention to yourself than try to replicate any shapes that you might see other people doing in yoga. And then we're going to bring that leg back up towards the sky, pull it in again, and drop it off towards the other side with our left hand reaching towards the left, looking towards that hand. And the same thing I said about bending your arm. If you don't have enough space over here, if you run out of space on this side, you can bend your knee too. And then pointing that leg back up to the sky, grabbing behind your thigh and pulling it in. And dropping it down. And then we're gonna hug our knees in, bring our arms out to a T, and drop our legs off to the right, looking over the left. And then we're going to change sides. So drop your legs off to the left, looking over the right. Come back to your center. Grab the pinky toe sides of your feet and pull your legs into happy baby. You can rock side to side if you want to. Maybe you want to straighten one leg and then straighten the other leg. And then try to straighten both legs if that feels good for you today. You don't have to do anything I say ever. Listen to your body. And then hug your knees in, and we're gonna make some small circles on our lower back. And if there's anything else you want to do today, go ahead and do that now. And when you're ready, meet me in our final resting pose, Shavasana. This is the most important pose of your entire practice, where all the benefits from everything we've been doing are going to sink in. So close your eyes, release any tension in your body, completely relax, tune out the world around you, tune into yourself, be here now in Shavasana. Gently begin to return to the world around you. Start making slow little movements in your fingers and your toes. Maybe rolling out your wrists and your ankles. You're gonna reach your arms above you, get a big old stretch, and then roll off onto your right side. Taking as long as you need here before gently sitting up and leading me back in Sukhasana, where we started our practice. Ow, that was my toe. Bring your hands together at heart center. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to the universe, and be kind to all life everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. You can find lots of more yoga classes and guided meditations, all kinds of good stuff over at briayoga.com. So